SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow, rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then it opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. On the move to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 6 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sliding out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the 50, here's Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Ty Long to punt for the Chargers. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Burrow.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Open spin.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as you see, They were winners back on Thursday night. Taylor Heineke, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25.
So here are the Chargers to take over.
They fell last week at the hands of the Washington football team, but they've got the lead right now. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now it's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Herbert now. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Pushes past him, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Now Pollard.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding calls set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Burrow. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. To the air again, Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now Burrow loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Pollard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow will return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. A handoff, it's Eckler. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Powerful running. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now Eckler. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. It's Eckler again. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort?